Oakland A's have been nothing but a disaster. They've been a debacle. They've been embarrassing to watch. If I was an A's fan, I would have discredited my fandom at this point and moved on from that team. Not only because of how they conduct their business from a front office, organizational perspective with the ownership group and the general manager, but now you've got this relocation stuff, and are they moving? And I guess they want to, but then the mayor of Vegas says we're not, or they should try to find a way to stay in Oakland, but the owner's like, I don't care, we're moving. Now it comes out today that the Oakland A's are going to relocate to Sacramento in California for a couple of years to a minor league baseball stadium while the relocation process gets finalized for Las Vegas. They build the stadium, they get the permits, you got to do all that stuff, and you're relocating a team like that. And what's interesting is he held the owner of the A's, John Fisher, held a press conference, announced it today, told a lot of people about it. There's been some stuff coming out about how their PR team is like, don't mention the word Oakland. I've never seen an organization and an owner like the Oakland A's and John Fisher be more cowardly in the way they go about handling business than they have so far with this whole relocation Oakland A's fiasco. They're just a bunch of cowards. They're soft. Every time they send out a tweet and they put out information and they make an announcement about, oh, hey, we're relocating. Hey, they officially approved us to move to Vegas. They turn the replies off on social media. They turn off the comments. John Fisher does a press conference about it and announces it and says, hey, we're moving to Sacramento for a couple of years before we move to Las Vegas. Open for questions? Of course not. I'm out. That's soft. That's cowardice. That's super lame. It's unbelievably disrespectful to the people of Oakland. And it's very apparent that there was never even remotely close to an attempt for the Oakland A's to actually build a new stadium in Oakland. And John Fisher, the Oakland A's owner, worked with Rob Manfred, worked with the league, got together and decided where's the best place for us to relocate to make the league as much money as possible. We don't care about the fans in Oakland. We don't care about the fact that we've been there for decades and decades and decades. We want to maximize profits as much as possible. We saw the Raiders do it with their franchise. Oakland fans lost an NFL team. Now they're going to lose an NBA team. Golden State Warriors moved to San Francisco. Oh, but it's right there. Ask anybody in Oakland. It's not San Francisco. So Oakland is going to lose 3 professional sports franchises in the span of 5 to 7 years. And they just simply don't care about the people in Oakland. And anybody defending the decisions in any capacity has absolutely zero understanding about fandom or professional sports or finances, or the fact that John Fisher himself, the owner of the Oakland A's, is just being cheap. Instead of valuing the perspective of the people in Oakland, it's not good for Major League Baseball for them to go play in a minor league stadium. It's not good. Do I understand it? Yes. I understand from a financial perspective the decision to move the franchise. But what I don't understand and what I'm not going to be okay with is them coming out and saying, well, attendance is low and revenue is low. And, if the fans wanted us to stay, they would come out. No. You put a horrendous product on the field for a decade, no one's going to go. So blaming the fans or using that as an opportunity to blame the fans is extremely dishonest and disheartening for the fans of Oakland, because why would they go out to a stadium that is the most disgusting display of a professional sports franchise stadium combined with the product on the field? Obviously, fans aren't going to go. The way that it's been handled, I just want to make sure that's perfectly clear. You can defend the A's moving. You can defend the ownership decision to pick the team up and move them to a different city. What you cannot defend, and what is unequivocally undisputed, is the way that they're going about handling this situation is extremely cowardly and dishonest to everybody involved. Because every time they post about it on social media, a news breaks, they put it out, we're relocating to Vegas or temporarily relocating to Sacramento. Replies are off, comments are off. The owner goes out in public, issues an official statement, does a press conference, doesn't take questions about it, doesn't do public appearances. Rob Manfred gets asked about it, same story. It's extremely cowardly. It's soft, it's lame, and if anything, you have to at least give the fans and people of Oakland their 2 cents, their opportunity to try to hold these guys accountable instead of not covering it all. Instead of what would you call those things that they have? It's the it's the things. Yeah, instead of the PR papers getting leaked from the employees of the Oakland A's and directives from the front office and the leadership in Oakland to not say Oakland when referring to the A's. Avoid using the word Oakland. Unbelievably soft, unbelievably disheartening, unbelievably dishonest to the people. And it's really unfortunate that that's the way it's going down, but there's no way you can dispute it at this point. It's not necessarily like, oh, I agree or disagree. They should or shouldn't move from Oakland. In all honesty and realistically speaking, they'll probably go to Vegas and make a ton more money, right? They're going to attract fans, people coming into town from Vegas, the tourism factor, all that stuff, bigger market. Yeah, no question about it. That part, you probably can't really dispute that much. But what you can't dispute also is how cowardly the owner of the Oakland A's is and how cowardly they're handling this entire situation as an organization, because they're just basically and indirectly just squatting and taking a dump on the entire city of Oakland and all the fans that has supported them for decades and decades and decades. It's sad. It sucks. Now Oakland's going to lose 3 professional sports teams in like 5 years. And that really sucks for those fans.